I have a friend that I've known since freshman year of college. He'll often say, Drew, since I already get no hoes, I was thinking of picking up anime. What anime would you recommend? And I know what you're probably thinking. Why does he get no hoes? How was he riskless before anime? And why is he trying to pick up anime now? You're probably thinking, like, what anime should he pick up and watch? You know what I'm saying? And while I don't have answers to most of those questions, I do have an answer to the most important question. That question is, like, what anime should he pick up? Because there are new animes coming up out of the wazoo, or old animes that are coming back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Hunter x Hunter. There's just so many genres, types of stories, and all that. Because this is such a loaded topic, I'm gonna have some more help on this video than I normally do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have two content creators as well that will give their recommendations on great new anime to watch. Two anime content creators will be Edenz Blue and Mars. For the video, each of us are going to be picking two anime and basically giving you reasons on why you should start this anime, or why these two anime are great starter anime, basically what we can call them. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start first because this is my video, and then Edenz and Mars will, go after me. For me, the two anime I'm going to pick are Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and Lupin III Goemon's Blood Spray. It's easy to start with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. So, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood obviously is a shonen battle series in which you have a character named Edward Elric, and basically it takes place in the world of alchemy. In the world of alchemy, the most important rule is law of equivalent exchange. Like, to get something, you have to give an equal amount of another thing, type thing, right? So, the main character Edward Elric has lost his mom. One of the alchemy rules is you can't, people can't get brought back or whatever, right? And basically, Edward Elric kind of breaks it because he's like, I'm gonna get my mom back. But what I just told you, like the law of equivalent exchange. So he has to give something up of equal value to get his mom back. And he gives up a body part. But that shit, fucks over, and basically, long story short, his brother's body gets taken. So he has to give up another thing to get that back. And basically, Edward Elric is down two appendages, which is his arm and his leg. But looking at the power system, so even though they all kind of, use alchemy because it's a show about alchemy, people use it in different ways. My favorite character is Roy Mustang, a character who uses fire, and basically he basically has like these special gloves that can create a spark. After he has the spark, he can kind of create fire with that, and that's what he controls. That's like a cool way that he uses alchemy that no one else in the series uses it. So Edward Elric has a metal arm, as you know. Using alchemy, he can kind of meld his metal arm into whatever shape he wants it. Adding to the fact that a lot of anime can get kind of long and boring, Fullmetal Alchemist doesn't really do that. It's like, 60 episodes maybe? Probably my last one with Fullmetal Alchemist is that there's no one to hate in the series. Like, I talk about this all the time because I think it's very important. If there are main characters that you do not fuck with or that annoy you, it's gonna be very easy to drop the series, because it's like, bro, I already, like, there's this character that that's always on screen, and that nigga's annoying, so you're not gonna watch it. They're all cool characters that you can see yourself enjoying, type thing. I'm gonna make a video about Fullmetal Alchemist very, very soon, because I feel like Fullmetal Alchemist has something that a lot of anime don't do, and that's Fullmetal Alchemist has an amazing ending. It's very satisfying to complete. That's the best way I'd probably describe it. So yeah, like, if you haven't seen Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, like, start that shit, because it's top tier. The second anime is actually an anime movie I picked up not even a year ago now, and I told you that's Lupin III Goemon's Blood Spray. This is the anime that was recommended to me by Discord, whatever, right? And honestly, like, I had a lot more fun with it than I thought I would. It's an action movie. It takes place in, obviously, Japan. It's like a three-way race where you have the super strong-ass nigga called Hawk, some strong-ass nigga that's a brute, and he's going after Goemon. So Hawk is targeting them, and basically Goemon's kind of like, he's weird because he's kind of like a side character, so he's involved in the story. And it's a lot of cool shit. So one, this movie is very fucking gory. Like, obviously, I'm a shonen battlehead guy. Like, I love that. But it's still, even with all that stuff, it's just a very gory series. Like, niggas will get their shit chopped off in such a way that it kind of makes me grimace. It's like, that's kind of wild. Adding the fact that it's a really cool, chill movie. Like, the music's amazing. Again, I talk about the characters all the time. The characters are not people that you're gonna dislike. For instance, Lupin III is a really interesting character. Obviously, I don't know too much about him because it's only one movie, but he's still a fun and endearing character. And I feel like he's the perfect type of main character. He's like a mischievous guy, but he's mischievous in a way that you kind of root for the little nigga. You're like, yeah, I want to see him succeed, type thing. And then you have Goemon, who's this man of samurai. He's all about his honor. And even though, like, as you watch the movie, you see he's kind of getting hoed a little bit because the people that he's working under, one of the higher up people that he worked under kind of hoed the master, and that's why he's getting, like, disciplined. It's like kind of some bullshit, but still, you're kind of rooting for that. And all the fights in the movie are done really, really well. I think when it comes to starter anime, it's very, very important that you can start and stop the series and you're like, okay, I can enjoy this anime shit. Let me keep on watching anime. Let me keep on reading anime. But I would never recommend One Piece, for instance, because it's like, bro, it's going to take it takes so much commitment to start it, and a non-anime fan is not going to be committed most likely to put this much effort and time into a series. Like, this movie is only like an hour, I think, in like 10 minutes or something. Like, that's not that much of your day. I really do think that Lupin III and Fullmetal Alchemist are probably two of the best starter anime, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, hopefully edenz and Marx, the two anime that they pick out, you know what I'm saying, you enjoy those just as much as you enjoy these two. So
if I were to recommend two different anime to introduce to somebody who wants to get into anime, then I'm looking for two series that are both high in quality and not too long so that the person is more inclined to watch them. And the two options I would go for are Demon Slayer and Dr. Stone. Even if you aren't an anime fan these days, it's really hard to get around without at least hearing the name Demon Slayer, especially given its popularity. Not to mention, it's not too long, it's only 2 seasons at the moment with a movie with top quality animation and a story easy enough to understand for any new anime fan to get into. Now for Dr. Stone, while it's not as popular as Demon Slayer, it's still another high quality series with a unique premise that I think is a great introduction to someone who is really looking to maybe get into a more different kind of style of an anime that's not as action heavy as Demon Slayer, with a lot of it being based on science and even has a cast of great characters, funny moments, and surprisingly teaches you something you probably never thought you would know that you might think is actually cool to find out once you learn it, as well as having a unique premise that might catch your interest that makes it stand out from your typical battle shonen.
Jujutsu Kaisen is something that made me fall in love with anime again. It's a shonen battle that released in October 2020. Now going into it, I expected just another vanilla show like Demon Slayer, but then it hit me. Wait a minute. This shit kinda good. In a land of super long, drawn-out shonen battles, Jujutsu Kaisen is a refreshing, adrenaline-pumping roller coaster with insane fights, cool powers, orgasmic animations, and really good characters. It's insanely easy to get into as well. There's sorcerers who are your magic good guys, and then there are curses who are your magic bad guys, and each side is trying to eliminate each other. It's a simple but enthralling world that learns it combines ideas of its older shonen brothers, and on top of the world, you have a much more unique story. No Pirate King, no Hokage, no King of the MILF shit, it's a lot more subtle. This is Yuji, and while trying to save his friends, he ends up eating a cursed object for power. This turns out to be a big oopsie on his part. He ends up eating a part of the strongest curse in the world, so now he has 2 options. Just die, or search out the other parts of the curse, and die. This setup is so cool, and it gives Yuji as a character so much more weight, because you realize, eventually, this dude is gonna be gone. Unless they pull a fairy tale or a One Piece, which is very plausible, but hey, for now, it's very cool. Also, if you did want to see some fights, this anime has got you covered. I know when I started, all I wanted to see was 2 men beat the shit out of each other. I'm talking Goku Vegeta, Naruto Sasuke, that whole shebang, and this anime just does it so well. The fights are actually compact and to the point. Every single hit means something, you really feel the shit. Characters don't randomly stop in the middle of a fight to explain their moves or drop a 70-minute video essay on their opponent. It feels genuine, and that's because the pacing is very good. You can't be bored in the fights because the show moves at such a fast pace. And so, that's all I gotta say for the show. If I haven't sold you on the show, you have no heart. Haikyuu is a sports anime that's actually tight as hell. Now, I know some of you may be turned off from the idea of a sports anime, but trust me, this show is kind of the shit. Meet Hinata. No, not the baddie, this guy. He's a pretty short kid with crazy bunnies who's always loved volleyball. Too bad his middle school team sucks balls though. He gets absolutely rocked. On the bright side though, when it comes to high school, he meets Kageyama. This is the same dude that rocked his shit in middle school, but now they're teammates and they set out to be the best in Japan. Sure, it's a simple story and it's cliche, but that's what makes it so much fun. I didn't know volleyball could be this damn cool. In school, I always thought this sport was on the beta side of things, but after watching Haikyuu, I actually felt like playing it. Now of course, things in Haikyuu are exaggerated. They make a floater seem like a nuclear bomb on the court, but you actually do learn about the game in a fun way and help me grow a lot of respect for it. Now, I still do suck at volleyball, but hey, at least I have fun now, and that's thanks to Haikyuu. The games are just fun to watch and super gripping, and that's because the characters are all fun as hell. Every single one of them grows both on and off the court. They all bounce off each other and have distinct personalities and goals, and I just really like rooting for them. It's so easy for me to get lost in games and binge a whole season in a day. When they lost, I was deadass in my feels, and when they won, I was living my best life. And the last thing I want to bring up is this show is really motivational to me, and it holds a special place in my heart, and I hope you can enjoy it as much as I have. So that's all I gotta say. I hope you enjoyed my little section in this video. Check out my channel if you actually like this. I'll try to get off my ass soon and actually do something with my life. But with that said, thanks, and I'll catch you later.